Hello everybody, my name is Acrisius, and welcome to another episode of Dokkan Battle. I know it hasn't been too long since my last episode. I think it was like 3 days ago. But today, since it's the last day of the World Tournament, I wanted to go ahead and make a video because I actually really like World Tournaments. I get excited every time we have one. Mostly because I have this Piccolo here that I'm about to show you. This guy. And I'm not too far from awakening him. At the end of this tournament, I'll have exactly as many master marks as I need. I'd have more, and I'll get into that in a minute, but the game hates me. So it resets in 2 hours. I've been playing a lot. I've had to work, so I haven't been playing as much as I could, but I'm 4th place locally. Looks like I'm 9,200 worldwide, which is pretty nice, actually. I don't think I'm going to make it to the 5,000 where it says come in at 5,000 to earn a better ranking prize. I don't think I'm making it to that. Here you can see your rankings. So here's your overall. Here's where I am, which I'm not too far off of this dude. Oh yeah. No, I'm going to jump a lot in one go. Here's the border. So like, here's 9,200, here's 5,000. Yeah, that dude's pretty far ahead. I don't think I'm going to make it. Friends is cool. You get to see on your friends list where you stack up to everybody else. This Carter, he's actually one of my coworkers. He was off today, so he got to play all day, and that's why he's so far ahead of me. I was number 1 yesterday on my friends list, and I was number 2 locally. Now I'm number 4 locally. I was number 4 when I woke up, because I don't know. But I'm trying to at least place in the top 3. I was doing great. I actually had, let me show you real quick. Where does it say? I know it'll say here if I go to local and I switch. I had a 39 win streak going. And then I made a really dumb mistake with a LR Broly that ended my game. I've been really liking that you can filter, because the way I do a world tournament, everyone is set up so that I can do as much damage as possible in as little amount of time. So first I have my Raditz, who is rainbowed, so he's as strong as he can get, and his super attack causes damage to every enemy, and it lowers their defense. On top of that, he gets an extra 50% at the start of the turn, and an extra 6 key, and HP and defense plus 30% when facing more than 2 enemies. When you're on this, you're actually fighting 6 enemies at a time, so this is perfect for him. The next person I have set up is this Broly. He's not the LR Broly, but he's a pretty good close second. And he also causes mass damage to all enemies. And he gets an extra 7,000 attack when he's attacking, but his defense is reduced down to 0. So I try to let him attack, but not actually get hit by anybody. And then I have this Majin Vegeta, who attacks everybody as well. And at the start of the turn, he gets an extra 50% attack. He's not my strongest attacking all. If I were to rank him, it would probably be Raditz, Broly, Majin Vegeta. I have my Cooler here, because he can attack 2 to 3 times. And then I have the Frieza here, because he takes he reduces damage by 90% as long as my health is above 50%. And then of course the whole reason I have one of each type is because of my Goku Black here, where his leader skill is extreme out. Yeah, as long as I have one of each type, he gives them a key plus 3, HP attack and defense plus 120. As long as I have an extreme type of each type. So I'm playing on 25, which is the second hardest difficulty. I don't really want to try 30.
Not that I don't think I could do it. I did try a couple times and lost after I lost the first time. But this way I can get as many points as possible, as fast as possible. I'm starting from a zero win streak bonus though, so I'm not going to be getting as many points as I could. So I'm going to be attacking all. I know I said I didn't want him to get hit, but he's not going to get hit. And that's because Raditz is going to kill every single one of these people before they even get a chance to think about hitting Broly. See? And they are all gone. For the preliminaries are always the easiest. They're also the most annoying because I have to kill 3 other people. And I try to collect as many of these as I can because it gives me an extra 5,000 points. The only problem is I want to kill both of them to get the points I get from killing them, and it's possible for, I haven't done it yet, but it's possible for me to run out of time before being able to attack them. Thankfully, after I kill one, the other one just jumps on me, usually. So, it's a pretty cut and dry thing. I just kill one, and then the other one's like, oh, look. And then they die. Let's see here. I can show y'all my Majin Vegeta's attack. I should be able to get enough ki if I do this. Should be able to get enough for him to do a super attack. And if he doesn't finish him off, he should on a prelim. They get stronger the higher you go. He should be able to do enough on a prelim to kill everybody. And I have it, I have the speed increased by 2, which is all the game lets you do, sadly. But I have it increased by 2 so I can get through as fast as possible, because I need as many points as I can. It's 3 hours till the tournament ends. I'm not going to be playing all 3 hours, because I do want to spend some time with my wife. And I need to get as dug into the places as I can. If I want to stay at least in 3rd place, so I have to get as far into the placings as I can, so I don't have to worry. That might mean going to 2nd place and then doing a bunch, because I'm not making it to 1st place. I need about 1,000,000 points to get to my 1st place. He has 5 million points total. I have 4 million. So I'm not going to make it to 1st place, I don't believe. But I can at least try and make it back to 2nd place, which is where I was last night. I would definitely be there by now if I didn't have to work, but such is life. Bam, 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 bam. See? And I always get these Raditz. And getting the Raditz increases my likelihood of actually being able to attack all. I don't get the LR Broly because he doesn't link up very well with this team, so I have to usually use items to get him to do a super attack. I don't have to do that with my Raditz. Also, this level, you saw how it was really short and it had a bunch of golden red capsules. Those are training items. That's how I've been getting a lot of my Warriors marks, the things I need to awaken that Piccolo. I was actually at, I think, 35 or 36 Warrior marks when this tournament started, but there are levels that are identical to this, but instead of training items, they're awakening items, and sometimes they're not, but for the most part, they're always Warrior marks. And you're able to gather a few. You're not always able to gather all of them. Sometimes you can only gather one, because on almost every single matchup, the enemy runs away from you. And I think they do that so you can get less points, because there's only, I think, 10 rounds per matchup, and you get 1,000 points for each round left.
And I think they run away from you to try to make you lose as many points as you can. But actually, this is one of those. I was just talking about this. This is where you get the warrior marks. On this one, they tend to chase you. So you have to deal with getting fewer warrior marks. So my goal is to say, I know I'm losing points this way, but I really want those warrior marks. This is going to have to get me really close to him. He might end it here. Yeah. And I could wait 9 charges to be able to attack him again. I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to click again. I was going to use that red line to use, to get Broly to attack. That's not going to happen now. I hate when I misclick like that. I mean, I'm not going to lose. Obviously, my Frieza's not going to take that much damage. But I could have won. Because I'm pretty sure that Broly could have killed everybody, or mostly everybody. But, anyway. These guys tend to chase you on this level, so you can't collect as many as you normally would. That was actually a really good round. Normally I'm only able to collect 1 or 2. And they're not, they don't come up all the time. They sometimes only come up once every few rounds. Let's see how Raditz does. I love this Raditz. Bam. But yeah, so if you're playing this game, definitely invest in the Raditz. He's free, you don't have to summon for him. There's a mission, and I think it's up right now. Oh, these didn't give me warrior marks. See, like, sometimes they don't give you warrior marks. Mostly they do, but sometimes they don't. But yeah, invest in this Raditz. You just have to farm a bit to get all of them that you need. Yeah, you'll have to use purple potential orbs, which for me, they're the hardest ones to keep, because most of my strongest characters are INT. So this is going to play with my heart again. Don't you dare. Okay. I'm going to say, don't you dare start now. Now here's my problem. It's whoever moves the least that gets to go first. I can move 2. He has... The smallest he has is a 2. I'm going to go ahead and do that just to be safe. Crap, he was going to move a 3, so I could have moved a 3 and got out of range and got more warriors marks. See, that's the game this game plays with you. Because they wouldn't throw 2 non-warrior marked ones in a row. Actually, I've never seen 2 of these stages. I've had 3 of these stages in a row, and I've never seen that before. So this would have been a really great round if I could have had what happened last stage, this stage. Thank you. I could have finished them off with that Vegeta if I'd used my, I have an item right here. It's the, Fruit of the Tree of Might gives you Ki plus 3. Let's see, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to kill everybody. And I shouldn't die by this Goku Black. Oh, but he got me close, under half health. I have healing items, though. But this Raditz should be able to finish them off. If not, there's just a Goku Black left. And we are done. And I think that was the final. Yeah, so that whole round was nothing but those special ones. See, I don't like seeing that gray win streak bonus. I had a 1.5 bonus, or 1.5 multiplier. See, Warriors match. I had a 1.5 multiplier, which was the highest you can get. Which it only takes you 3 or 4 wins to get that high. But I'm sad that I don't have it anymore. I'm just going to do one more for this video, and then I'm going to call it quits there and get back to playing on my own, possibly. Because I've kind of covered my whole strategy. There's a few strategies you can use. There are other teams I have that are stronger than this team. But they are slower than this team. Like, the speed at which I beat, that round, I know it would take a lot longer using a different team. Because, you'd have to go and kill every single person. And that's 6 people you have to kill, and maybe your characters attack twice if you're lucky, if you have them awakened that way. This way, I can kill the entire team, usually in 1 or 2 hits. That is, if I don't get a round where I don't get a Raditz, or a Broly, or a Vegeta, or I just don't have enough ki, which, if I don't have enough ki, I can use the Fruit of the Tree of Might. Before the Fruit of the Tree of Might, I was actually using the Broken Saiyan armor that you got for the 3rd anniversary. I had about 90 of those saved up, and I went through all of them, so I don't have any of those anymore. I was using them pretty regularly just because I had so many. See, like this, there's no way I'm going to end this in 1 round unless I do that, and then I eat one of these fruits, which gives him an extra key, 3 ki, and then I am good, and he will kill everybody for me. And whoever he doesn't kill, if he doesn't kill anybody, because he is my weakest one, he does give a chance to stun all enemies, which is nice, though. If he doesn't kill anybody, the other 2 will finish the rest off. Should finish the rest off. Sometimes he's left the whole team alive, but weakened, or 1 person dead, and obviously we can't finish them off, just like this guy. He left 3 alive, so I wasn't able to finish them all off that way. I'll let Cooler have a chance to shine. Cooler's one of my favorites. He was one of my first multi-attackers. Plus that lets him get revenge for the person that killed his brother. Which I know he doesn't care about his brother, but he cares about his brother's honor. I actually really like Cooler. He's my 2nd favorite villain. I would have to say that my first favorite villain would have to be Cell. I really like Cell. I'm not as big into Frieza as everybody else seems to be, but I really like Cell. Cell has all the qualities that I do like about Frieza, and none of the qualities that I hate about Frieza. Cell is smart, and he's very well spoken, depending on which form he's in, and I mostly mean perfect form Cell. He's smart, and he's well spoken. He thinks things through. And unlike Frieza, he's not a merciless killing machine. Like, yeah, he'll kill a lot of people. Obviously, he would drink whole cities just for energy. But he did that for energy and to become stronger. Sweet, 3rd place. I don't know if I was in 3rd place at the beginning of this. I might have been. But whether or not I was, I'm in 3rd place now. But he's not a genocidal maniac. Yeah, he was going to blow up the Earth, but that's because he wanted to fight Goku, and that's the motivation Goku needed to fight him. Well, not really. All he had to do was to go up to Goku and say, hey, fight me, I'm strong. Because, you know, that's all Goku needs in life is just a strong opponent to fight. But he did what he could to get as many strong fighters to fight him. It's not like he was destroying the planet because it made him happy. Unlike Frieza, where destroying planets makes Frieza happy. Nothing brightens Frieza's day better than seeing a planet get blown up. And yeah, Frieza's well-spoken and he's smart, but he's also just a really terrible person. I really liked it in Dragon Ball Super, and this is spoilers, small spoilers, but still spoilers if you haven't watched the Tournament of Power on Dragon Ball Super. I liked it when Dispo ran his face through, or ran Frieza's face through the mountain. That is still one of my favorite scenes in all of Dragon Ball Super. I wonder if I'll even make it to 2. After this, after all this collects, I'm going to stop for a second and see how far I am from number 2, which I know is taking away valuable time from my actually fighting. But I need another 800,000 to get to 2. How many to get to 1? 1,203,000? 230,000? Yeah, Deku, he's been in first place basically since this tournament started. And I don't think he's going anywhere. If I wanted to spend all 3 hours playing, I might be able to dethrone him, but I don't want to spend all 3 hours playing. I do want to get to second place. Then again, I don't have to work till late tomorrow, so I might spend all 3 hours playing. We'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, I get extra points. Whenever it's like people like this, like old school nostalgic characters, they give you bonus points. And a bonus, at least for me, is they don't seem to be as strong as the rest of the people. Now that could just be because I'm wiping most of them out in one hit anyway, so I can't tell how strong or not they are. But they don't quite seem to be as strong as everybody else. And they usually give you a lot of extra bonus points, like 20,000 extra sometimes. Boom, boom, boom. You didn't kill a single one, did you? Okay, you killed 2. And one of them was Yamcha. That's why I said he's my weakest of them. But he can stun, which is nice. I'm working on getting him stronger. I need some duplicates of him. Because I have all the potential unlocked that I can without duplicates. Now, if I get a few duplicates, or if I get 4 duplicates of him, and then get him completely unlocked, he'll be an amazing ally. He's already amazing. I'm not taking him off of my team. But he'll be even better. What I really want, instead of having this team, there's a Vegeta coming out soon. That's a Super Saiyan God Vegeta. And I want him because he's the leader for pure-blooded Saiyans, which means I could have these 3 that I already have. Plus, like my Ultra Instinct Goku and I don't know if it'll let me have my Vegito. My Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, not my God one. I would like my God one, but I would actually prefer having, don't kill, and these are probably Warriors marks. I would prefer my Fizz one, because he can attack up to like 6 times in one go, and it'd be nice to have him on a team like this. Oh, I should have used the defense thing, because this is a final, I believe, so they're going to hit hard. If I died there, I'd be really upset. That's kind of how I died with that LR Broly. He had a long line of orbs, so I used it. It was 1 under getting his ultimate attack, and he had 3 people attacking him, and I decided, hey, I don't feel like using the Fruit of the Tree of Might, because I can just beat him in the next round. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to beat him in the next round, and I knew I wouldn't get the chance to beat him in the next round, because this Broly's health defense goes to 0. The LR Broly, his defense doesn't go to 0, but it does reduce per key he gets. And his defense was trash, basically, at that point. And he survived the first hit, which means if I'd used a Fruit of the Tree of Might, he could have demolished everybody and I would have lived. But I didn't use a Fruit of the Tree of Might, and he didn't demolish everybody, so he got killed. It's all about the strats. Just like that round, instead of going for the one that I did go for, I could have went for the one to the right, and he wouldn't have been able to move 2 spaces, I don't believe, to get to me, and I'd have maybe had a chance to get more. I feel like doing one more. I don't want to do a 30, just because I have a win streak, and I want to get back to that 1.5 win streak, but I might, before the tournament ends, do a 30 just to see if I can get this team through. I could take a stronger team. One of my, I'll show you all my other teams, but I have a Hybrid Saiyan team or a Realm of the God team that I'm pretty sure could handle 30, but it would just take so long, especially after me being used to fighting the way that I fight. This is why, even though I've been working every day that this tournament's been out, this is why I'm so high ranked locally, and I guess I'm pretty high ranked overall, is because I'm just able to breeze through. This is what it looked like on a final, because it was a final when I lost. That's what it looked like, and I decided to let my Broly go ahead and take those hits. I'm going to let him take the hits this time, but just so I can redeem myself and have him kill everybody. Anyway, as I was saying, being the speed at which I'm able to do this is why I am ranked as high as I am while still having to work like 8-hour days every day. Though admittedly I've been using a little more Dragon Stones than I should have. I think I had like 20 something or maybe 15 at the beginning of this World Tournament. I managed to get up to 40, and now I'm down to like 36 because I keep using them to regain my stamina. Because I really just want to rank as high as I can. Now this is the highest I've ever ranked in a World Tournament. My previous World Tournament, that's when I first made this team. It was in the previous World Tournament. I didn't make this until the end of the previous World Tournament though. And that's kind of sad. Oh, you best not kill him because I want to kill him. If one of these guys, if one guy kills the other guy, that's less points for me. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Give me more than one. Give me something more than one. Okay, that's something more than one. Don't you kill him. Don't you kill him. I want the points for finishing him off. I need the points for finishing him off. You get a lot of points for finishing off an opponent. And I don't want to lose my points. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So it was at the very end of the last tournament that I created this team. What I was doing originally was, I have a few more characters that can attack everybody. I have the Chatsu Man, which is a Fizz character, and he is the fusion of Chatsu and a Cyberman. And he attacks all, though he does have the downside that these guys don't have. He will attack everybody at the cost of, I believe, 20% of your total HP. I had him, these three, and a Cell that could attack all. The Cell was the first one I took off the team because though he could attack all, you needed a very specific amount of ki. It was like, what was it? At 10 ki, he would do a Solar Kamehameha. At 11 ki, he would do the attack all. And at 12 ki, he would do another Solar Kamehameha. So you needed exactly 11 ki in order to get his attack all, which was really hard to get exactly 11. So he was the first one I took off. Then I took off Chatsu Man when I got to these higher levels because he was taking up too much of my health. I was actually avoiding using super attacks with him just because I didn't want to lose a bunch of health. And I actually did not have this Vegeta in the team, now that I remember right. I didn't have this Vegeta in the team at first because I didn't have him awakened. It wasn't until after I saw that he could attack all that I worried about awakening him, which took away time from the tournament, and I was working those days too. So it wasn't until like the last day of the tournament that I realized, hey, if I took black and put these 3 bad guys in here who are all happen to be different types, and I put these guys in here, and then I go and put them together. Ooh, rank number 2. If I put them all together on a team with him as the leader, I could be really strong. I got to 11th place that time. And that was the highest I've ever been, is 11th place. Now, or that's the highest I've ever won. Technically, actually, that was probably the highest place I'd ever been, too. Now, the highest place I've ever been is number 2, and I plan on winning at number 2. If I could win at number 1, first off, that'd be amazing. Second of all, I would feel really bad for Deku. That's the guy who's number 1 right now. Locally, by the way, not globally. I'm not getting number 1 globally. I'm nowhere near that level. I'd need to take 3 days off and have a whole ton of Dragon Stones. Just to be able to do that globally. Or just to be able to, reach number 1 globally. It's not going to happen right now. Is this the final? No, it's the semi-final. I'm going to go ahead and use this just in case Raditz can't finish him off. I don't want to die. I know he will. Oh, hey, it's the Ginyu team. We just got all these characters. This is my first time fighting the Ginyu team. That's cool. I think it's my first time fighting the Ginyu team. I might have fought him before and not paid attention. Oh no, Raditz is going to kill all of them. I just wasted a fruit of the tree of might. Sweet, and I got a bonus score of 41,000 for it. Nice. But yeah, so I want to at least stay 2nd place. If I can reach 1st place, I'll be excited. Also feeling really bad for Deku because he's had that 1st place spot since like the beginning of this tournament. How far am I from Deku anyway? Yeah, no, I'm probably not gonna reach that, but I can at least try to stay 2nd place. When I finish this final, that's when I'm gonna end this episode. And after that, I'll just continue to play. I might watch some TV with her while I play, because currently we're watching Inuyasha, which is a really cool older anime, and since I watched it a lot as a kid, I can kind of watch and play at the same time because I already know what's going on. Of course, it annoys her a little bit, but we shall see what happens. Now, I know this is the final. Icarus. Damage reduced by 35%. Fruit of the Tree of Might. Extra 3 key. Because I want my Broly. Because I know Raditz isn't going to finish everyone off. And I want this Broly to finish everybody off. I just don't want this Raditz dying. Which Raditz is good. He's got a lot of good defense. And I have some evasion on him. So he does have the potential of dodging. Which is nice. I know Piccolo would agree with that. This guy's got 2 LRs on his team. The LR Piccolo and the LR Bojack. And Broly, please and thank you. And we... Oh no, there's still one. Who's alive? Is that Bojack? Yeah, Bojack's a tank. I have that Bojack. He is one of my best tanks. He's almost as good, or if not as good, as that Frieza I have on this team.
He's actually the leader of my extreme INT team. Sweet. 64 wins. I'm on my 3rd win streak. Alrighty. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. Tell me if y'all played the World Tournament. Tell me what tactics y'all use on it. I'll go ahead and show you that Bojack real quick while I think about it. But yeah, show me or tell me the tactics y'all use. Here's a Bojack. That y'all use for this tournament. If y'all use the same tactics